Well, hello, my name is Meda DeWitt, and I'm running for governor. I am Shinga from Southeast Alaska, and I live on Denina Ithnena in Anchorage, Alaska. And I'm here with my lieutenant governor candidate
I'm Chris Steer. I'm running for Lieutenant Governor. I'm Inupiaq from Unalakleet.
in the state of Alaska. One of the reasons why we have these beautiful pictures from two different regions is because Alaska is very diverse. We have six different ecoregions in our state. Within these regions, we have diverse temperatures and changes in climates and different kinds of substrate. And they're all unique and individual and experiencing their own challenges. Energy actually branches into a lot of different fields. With our platforms, they're very holistic. We can't solve one topic or one issue without addressing many other issues. And when we're looking at energy, Alaska is a place of extremes. And when you have an extreme in the natural ecosystem, that's where you're going to actually find a way to create energy. And so we have twice as much coastal area as the lower 48, which means we have a lot of opportunity for tidal energy. If you're in South Central, mid, interior up into the Arctic, you're going to have 24 hours of light at summer solstice. And there's a lot of opportunity for solar in the summer. In the winter, we have more dramatic winds. And so there's wind energy. And we have new opportunities for biomass and biodigesters, as well as water. We've got tons of water everywhere. So there's a lot of opportunity for hydro and microhydro. And especially with climate change, Alaska is actually supposed to see more precipitation, which we have been experiencing. And that increased precipitation means even more opportunities for microhydro.
Renewables of the past came up lackluster, but there have been so many innovations that are making them quite viable. A lot of the issues that people have faced in the past with renewable energies is storage, right? Particularly for the ones like wind or solar, where the sun's not always shining or the wind's not always blowing. The Finns have come up with an excellent development in making sand batteries, and I mean they're literally just silos full of sand. They heat them. They make it heat energy within the silo, and it's just a big insulator that can store that energy for months. You can vent that into homes or buildings, schools, wherever, and so it's extremely efficient.
In the past, like you said, it's been sometimes too expensive to implement some of these different types of technologies. But right now, with the cost of oil and gas, we have communities like Yakutat who are looking at $17 a gallon for heating fuel for diesel this winter. And there's other communities, somebody sent over a receipt for fuel. They're going to be paying $20 a gallon for winter fuel for heating. And this is not sustainable. In our communities, we already have climate change induced and industry induced shifts to our subsistence foods. And meanwhile, we ship in 95% of our food and goods from the lower 48. And a lot of our communities, if they even get those, they're going to be wildly expensive. Alaska pays the most money for our food in state. And that's again because of the range which they're shipped and also because of the cost of energy for fuel prices. Um, our state is actually dependent, our energy and revenue is all dependent on oil and gas. And that actually puts us in a really precarious position because we end up being in this volatile expense, volatile income, and not being able to plan well.
It can lower the cost, but also increase the reliability because we have different places to pull our energy from. We can still have the heating oil and gas as a backstop, but we would need a whole lot less of it. Have this abundance of energy that also makes it very affordable, where we can start powering things like greenhouses at an extremely affordable rate, which can have people growing their fruits and vegetables locally, and that provides those things fresh and inexpensive to the communities. It's building resilience for the energy. It's building resilience for the food chain.
Another benefit of this then is the creation of jobs. This advance then requires us to provide training and those job skills, which will help to bring money into the community, not only for building these structures, but then maintaining them as well. And if you have affordable, low cost energy, then you can have other industries that start to spring up because it reduces the barrier of cost of entry into creating industry. So we're looking forward to working with the communities, also with the Alaska Native Tribal Health Consortium and AVEC, the Alaska Village Electric Cooperative, also the universities, the tribes, the corporations, the cities and boroughs. This is going to be a multifaceted cooperative engagement to upgrade our energy systems across the state. This will take community organizing. It will take a lot of listening and good negotiations between the groups to make this happen. And tailoring it to the environment, tailoring it to the community. We are looking at a project in Unalaska, and they have a beautiful potential for geothermal that could transition the entire island. And so those are the projects, that already have research behind them. If there's already research and data and preliminary foundations, then it's just about putting together the diversified funding package between the different groups to move it forward and get it done.
The other benefits of having all these micro energy grids is, again, more independence, and then down the line we can network them so they can feed each other.
The rail belt energy system isn't fully integrated. And so under our administration, we want to support the integration because the diversified energy sources help to supply the communities. If one fails, then the other ones help to power and distribute between the communities. Part of the rail belt issue is that Anchorage, the largest city in the state, is running out of liquid natural gas in the Cook Inlet. And so we have to look at projects like the West Susitna Dam. They used to think that it was going to disrupt salmon and have a lot of other issues that were shared with me, but digging in with the elders, we actually found out some interesting information about the dam.
The dam is actually built higher up the river than where the salmon spawn, so it doesn't disrupt their reproductive cycle or path at all.
Some of the challenges, though, the hardships that were shared with us is, there's a road that's going to be running through the Alexander Creek lands. And so that's going to require work with the tribes and that village corporation to make sure that their needs are met, that their concerns are actually addressed, not just listened to, not just consulted, but actually addressed, and create agreements around that where we can create a scenario of win, win, win. Thank you very much for spending this time with us. Please review our channel. There's going to be lots of topics. And if you can't find the topic that you're interested in, please send us a message or leave a message in the comments and we'll get to it and post it here on the channel. Thank you.